Actually, you know, Hop had the redemption.
But then he got the redemption.
He had the
That's
redemption.
exactly what we got here, man, with Light. Now going toe-to-toe with Mars. As we do start this winners finals, Mars already off to a little bit of some pressure, but Light trying to fight back.
We always talk about how quick things can evolve when you have two people who constantly play against each other, like the roommate reads type deal. At the very beginning, Mars already had what would not normally be something you see out of somebody, throwing out that down air as an option to cover the illusion, and Light realizing he's going to go aggro there, putting out the fair on the recovery. There's not going to be a lot of moments where you see hesitation between these two.
And you're actually going to see that a lot. When they played last weekend, it was a lot of the same deal. Down airs right out the gate for Mars, kind of stuffing any sort of approach he wants to go for from Paris, because he knows he's an aggressive player. He's like, all right, I'll wait, and I'm just going to down air, down air, down air. And he didn't really get punished for it too much. But speaking of getting punished, looks like Light is actually going to find the first stock there with that up smash, and only 90% to boot. He's looking pretty good. Yeah,
Light making sure he capitalized on that moment right where it was presented to him. You don't get those too many times against Mars. He always has that frame one jab and those F tilts in the way, ready for you to get shut down. But Light is able to close it out and is still holding a little bit of a lead. He needs to be careful, though, because you know that Mars is hunting for him to go for one of these jumps and get him in anti-air.
Now, one thing I will say is that Mars generally does come out on top. They are very close sets, but in terms of set count, Mars does have the edge, but I believe quite a bit. So it's really up to Paris here to go ahead and show us what he's all about. And so far, he's doing an amazing job, but that boost kick is going to bring this back to a little bit closer of a game.
You know what's crazy is just that set count is actually not too far off, because these two actually don't play nearly as much as people think. When their sets go off, they're insane. But they've only really met in this game's lifespan between EVO and a couple other events. Recently, two of them kind of close, and now this third one kind of catching up. So they're picking up steam where they have left off in history past.
Man, look at that tech in from Light. Going to be punished by a forward smash from Mars, knowing exactly what the octavo punch there to get the maximum amount of damage was. Light putting on so much pressure. I love that dash attack from Mars, though. An amazing zone breaking tool that ZSS has in our kit.
Also something matchup familiarity. Mars held down as quick as he could. And he's going to be holding that L right there. That back air is going to take that stock out. But as soon as that nair went off, he was holding down and away to make sure he could tech and get away from that follow-up, because he knows that hits, he's over.
Yeah, very happy that you pointed that out, because, of course, you do not want to be just kind of sitting there in tumble, getting hit by the up smash. Got to be down and away. Make sure you get that tech. At least make him work for it.
That's hard to do on reaction, too. Like, just having that situation happen that fast. And you see Mars looking for a stutter step bait. He catches people with that all the time, but Light staying still.
Okay. Still forcing Mars on the ledge there, and still extending this punish. Ooh, almost just caught by that nair there. Beautiful timed air dodge from Mars, keeping him in this, but Light is so far ahead as I say that. Bring it back, reel it in. We got ourselves a last stock match.
You got to be feeling angry when those moments happen, too, because usually you can keep it cool, but when you look at something that looks like it should be punishable, like a committal smash attack, just the swiftness that that stock's going to get blown up for putting your head above the ledge. Mars getting knocked a little bit back in his seat right there, because he's going to have to take that. Game one going to Light.
Yeah, Light very happy with that performance, man. I don't know what he's listening to in his headphones. He won't tell me. He won't tell me, but whatever it is.
It's his rule, man. He refuses to give it up. He won't let anybody know his playlist or his anime or none of it, and it drives us nuts. But whatever it is, it's working.
Yeah, he's jamming, man. he's having the time over there. Mars, on the other hand, looking like, I mean, when these two play, it's really just like best friends going at it. You know what I mean? You never really see the nerves come out. It's just like, man, we're really beating the crap out of each other. And that's what I expect to see here on this game, too, because we're going to town and city.
And whenever you talk about people when it comes to progressing in this game, you see a lot of people who take a lot of L's hard. They get really frustrated. But when it comes to these two, they are chill off the screen. But the moment that controller's in the hand and they're in front of a screen, they are ready to put in work. And whoever's in front of them, doesn't matter if it's their two boys, they're ready to take each other out.
I'm saying right now, it's looking like Paris might be onto something here. Already starting off with an explosive start, 100% and counting on Mars. And he's looking to find that final blow, maybe the nair up smash or something. Let's see what Mars can do here.
Hey, you know, here's the thing, too. Even with that damage, you already saw Mars was looking for the short hop nair there to get that flip kick. Even though you have me at 120 plus, doesn't mean I can't take you out and steal this stock at an early one like this.
Wow, at 84%, Ajax. That is nutty. Perfect execution from Mars there. It looked like the DI was actually pretty good from Light there as well.
It was on point. It was the right place, and that place was also right on point for Light to get that up smash. But here's the thing, Light, I mean, Fox is just so light. Like, it's so hard for him to get through one of those situations unscathed.
Here we go. A little bit more pressure. Looks like Light forcing Mars to the corner. Now Mars fighting out, getting a little bit of a ladder there with the 3 up airs, and still looking for a little bit more. These town and city platforms are kind of Dictating the neutral a little bit. We're seeing Mars retreat to them when they're available, and then when they're not, oh man, he's out.
Yeah, good DI that time to keep him alive. And he had to go for the clank there, but he really didn't have any other options. If he didn't put out that fair, he would have been dead right there from a follow-up fair from Mars. But Mars had the options covered, made sure he got him on the way down.
There we go. Just like that, man. It really do be like a blink of an eye sometime. I like Mars holding down on that recovery there to force Light into shield a little bit longer. That down air we were talking about before in the first game coming out into full effect from Mars as a zone breaker. And look, he's still going for more, but I do like that shine from Paris right there because of that invulnerability coming out in the clutch to keep him alive.
Yeah, Light, you got to be feeling good when you can get through those situations where you're getting really kind of pummeled, especially on the platforms, because those combos last forever. Even if sometimes they're untrue, the mix-ups let them get extended if it's Mars. But being able to shine out of the way, able to close it out, up B, just not going to kill or anything like that, but it's a good get-off-me option in that situation.
There we go, up to. I like that he angles the forward tilt upward as well. How much damage? That was like at least 5 or 6 different hits from Light there as he brings this back immediately. Could be anyone's game.
Yeah, and it was huge where he got him too. Dash attack catching Mars before the landing, so because he was at such an awkward angle, he was able to extend the combo even further. And now we're seeing Light go for a little bit more, not so much a full camping, but just waiting, not trying to overextend, because you see Mars just putting out hitboxes left and right to try and get him to like jump in and get caught.
Man, that down air is doing so much for Mars right now. Uh-oh.
Oh no, and that's not something you're normally used to seeing. That's really not something you're used to seeing, but you know what? Light's got to take it where he can. He's still popping off to the music right now. It's like, hey, man, if you're going to go ahead and give me one, I'm going to take it, because that can easily switch into Mars' favor and be 1-1 instead of 2-0.
And you can tell Mars is a little bit annoyed by that, because definitely didn't mean to let the kick rip on that flip. And now it's like, man, like, I do not doubt that he could make the reverse 3-0, but it's kind of at that point in the night, too, where it's getting a little bit late. You might be like, oh, man, maybe I'll just run it back and lose it.
Hey, man, we all human, and at the end of the no, there's no way.
He
ain't ever try to
that's my PGR ranking
ever
on
try
the
to
line.
let Light get a free W, but it's just one of those things. Like, we're all human. Mistakes get made, and the big thing is, how do you come back from that in the next game? Do you let that frustrate you, or do you just run it back? And Mars is of that caliber where he normally doesn't let that happen.
Man, I have to give shout-outs to the pinpoint accuracy of Light's lasers as well. He will always knock someone off stage, realize, all right, they're going for the ledge, shoot a few lasers, and they almost always hit all 3 or 2, depending on what he's throwing out there. He's able to get a little bit of extra damage. Yeah,
that little bit of damage adds up over time. It's kind of similar to where Wii Fit will get that little bit of health. You may not think it's a lot, but it gets the save. And for Fox, who has... like, you have to get that extra bit just to make sure you guarantee that kill, especially off the top on town. It just does wonders.
Okay, there we go. It's going to be, oh, wow, he actually got to the other side there to turn him around to get the optimal kill confirmed. Beautiful play from Mars there, getting that boost kick to secure the first stock of this game 3.
Yeah, that was a really good DI mix up there, too. And it looked like Light still had the right call, but he just barely died off the top. So Mars got to be feeling good until you take that boot right to the face.
I was going to say, that steel toe, baby. Got some metal legs, but can Light keep it going, or will Mars bring this all the way back? That's a beautiful start. And I actually like the stall from, oh, wait, hold on.
I'm actually really okay with the fact that he decided to do that there, too, because in that situation, if you decide to go towards the ledge, you might catch that down smash and take an L. So you know what? I'll go up to the platform. At most, I take a fair at this %, or maybe a bounce off the ground because I will get a tech instead from that down B. I'm not going to die.
Look at this, holding that center stage. Mars wanting to put him in this juggle scenario. Another boost kick saying, please respect my out of shield options. Tries to go for another one. This gives Paris a chance here to rack up a little bit more damage. 2 up airs, not bad. Uh-oh. Gonna just drift to the ledge.
Yeah, last thing you want to see if your Mars is another stock loss to just one that you gave up to Light. And again, Light will take those in stride, because this is not something that is usually easy to do. Sealing out kills on Mars. Perfect angle taken to stay alive, and then reverses the flip kick, still staying in there, and Light wins the exchange, gets the back air, but somehow Mars still kicking.
Yeah, I don't know how everyone came out alive there, but not for long as Light finds that up smash, but then Mars with the invulnerability from the Angel platform, throwing out that plasma whip and sending it right back. We got ourselves a last stock match again, but you have to remember Light is up 2-0 in this set right now. It really is up to Mars to bring this right.
I hope Blade was paying attention, because he's trying to throw out those alone whips to unsuccess. This is how you properly whip it, my friend.
Hey.
He's just going to drop down, get that stock, and this is... this could be huge if Mars can close it out. If, Light wants to keep cruising the way he is. It's always cliche to say. It's like you don't want to go to the next game. But really, you really don't want to be bringing this past this game 3 here.
There we go. right back to the platform. That Nair giving him that back air conversion, looking to get Light off stage. That is exactly what he needs, and this might just be enough on its own. Right to the corner. Great DI from Light, but not enough to keep him alive and in the game. We are going to a game 4.
Yeah, Light looking for that dash attack to go cover the landing, hoping that he can maybe get a follow-up that leads to either a corner carry, because he can't really kill in that situation, but because Mars faded away just enough, caught him slipping, gonna get himself a point on the board.
All right, so here we go, game 4. Looks like we're going to PS2. Now, honestly, I feel like between these two, the stage really doesn't matter too much.
No.
I do feel like on that Town and City game, kind of having the side platforms helped a bit in terms of Mars trying to figure out how I'm going to get my footing to land. Because even though he's ZSS and he has flip kick, going up against Light, someone he's played so many times in the past, he knows how he likes to try and get down. And man, it was having a hard time. But this time around, we're going to see how they're able to do it in this game 4.
Yeah, it definitely changed up the nooch like you said before. There was a lot of times where he was stuck on a platform and then like Light was kind of pressuring him up there, but because it's more centered now, he's going to be able to check chase Light. You saw he was trying to go for a back throw right there to put him on the platform and then follow him, either going for a short hop or go for an up smash.
And there we go, another boost kick, missing the mark once again. Looks like Mars has missed quite a few in this set, but that downer coming out, man, that boost kick, oh man, this is giving me flashbacks to like Mars' Smash 4 at the beginning, man. Like, but here we go, he's still in there, he's still keeping himself together, and he does have so much percent racked up on the Light. Wait, hold on.
And there we go, Light's starting to cook up now too, because of the fact that he's starting to catch on some of these techs, and there's been a few situations where Mars just straight up missed. Is that gonna poke? Okay. I like the fact that also Light didn't try to contest him there.
Oh my goodness.
Somehow Light's getting away with this stock still being around.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Just missing the tech in place, and Mars really hunted for the side B to get the kill.
Man, I am so happy with how Light in particular has been incorporating these wavelands more into his gameplay. He'll jump forward, wave land back, and it is it is so good.
Good rising approach there at the ledge after making it look like he might just want to commit to going to the corner. But I 100% agree. If you go back and look at a lot of these sets between these two in particular, Light knows he has to change up his approach game. So what do you do instead? You go for a short hop bait in front of him. Oh, I don't think he was prepared for him to actually not go on the tumble and get the, like, not have a tech.
Didn't get the hard knockdown there as he was kind of caught off guard, didn't go for a follow-up. But hey, that's a follow-up, getting that up smash, securing that first stock. Now, once again, tied. These two always making it nail biters. What is going to be the answer?
Yeah, if anybody's wondering who just happened to chime in, we're in game 4 already. This is just something you're so used to seeing between these two. Just, even though it may look like there's just a lot of, like, almost mashing to some, with how much they approach, but no, there's a lot of layered defensive options that they're covering, and just the way that they go about it is so impressive. Light looking for the ability to extend there, but Mars is going to stuff him out on his way down.
Yeah, I actually do love that he went for the dash attack there instead of, let's say, an up smash or something, because it wasn't going to kill. So it's like, all right, I'm going to force him into the corner and see if I can sniff something out, but Mars not giving it to him, and now we're playing a little bit of the nooch, throwing out that paralyzer, and immediately Paris putting out the reflector and then baiting Mars to come in and getting that up smash to secure that KO.
I like what he did there, too, because Light short hopped with the shine, so it made it look like he might not have the ability to get down fast enough to actually get that parry. But Light baited him with that. He was like, you know what? I know you're coming in, and if I get this call right, you're dead.
Ooh, and just retreating to the other platform on the stage. I like that. I feel like it's been, ever since Pokemon Stadium got added to the game, man, it's always been a Fox classic using that illusion to get to the other side. But how long will it keep Light alive? Looks like not too long, as that back air from Mars bringing this down to once again the final stock. But hold on, we got a bit of a punish. I love the forward tilt, force him into a hard knockdown and then try to chase him down, and we know Light has amazing reactions.
Yeah, and even after the fact, he was still able to get a follow-up dash attack, but now here's the problem. Whenever you get to the situation where you're around this percent window, we talked about it at the very first stock of the game where Mars tried to look for that short hop nair to flip kick. You know full well he was looking for it right there so he could close out the game, but Light able to get himself out of the corner.
Oh man, that frame one option though, keeping Mars in this, jabbing his way out of the corner, looking for a little bit more. They are playing very careful now, especially Mars, because he knows this could be him getting sent to loser's bracket. Light looking to close this set out. What is going to happen here, Ajax?
Yeah, you know, a big thing here is like, it's just something we've all used to seeing. Whoever gets the who gets the win in winners usually dictates the way that grand finals goes, because they just even with the reset, usually one or the other have the better momentum, but the boost kick is actually going to close it, and we are going to game number 5.
Wow. And that's crazy, too. You would imagine you're at a point where your last stock is getting to the last hit scenario. some people, in fact, not some people, most people would be pretty scared to committing to an option like that, but not these two. We saw right before that whiffed up smash from Light that Mars started charging that down smash in the other direction, expecting Light to roll in. And he was at like kill percent. It's like, wow, you're crazy. You're doing that now. But hey, these two, they know, they think they have the read on each other this time around. Looks like we are going to Game 5 yet again. Last weekend, Game 5. This weekend, Game 5. You know, it's the same two players, but the story is always changing.
Wow, please don't boost kick. No, you're so cute though. No, this is exactly what we're used to expecting between these two. Like, even with the fact that Light had a very comfortable, well, not so much comfortable, he had a very good 2-game lead. Even with that, even with the fact they brought every single game down to the close, Mars able to close it out, get this to game number 5. This is exactly what you expect every single time, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I love to see, these two Tyrants battling it out here. And Mars, once again, pulling ahead only slightly, but it should be a pretty good punish. Yeah, okay, back air, force him off stage, set up the ledge trap. I love that Nair stuffing the early tether cancel from Light.
And trying to go for the reverse hit of the up smash too if Mars decided to fade in, maybe get a DI mix-up on him, but unfortunately he missed it. And very dead even, looking for the jump, but he actually pulled the trigger a little bit too early. Mars could get away.
Yeah, that was scary, because one thing I've noticed is that Mars in particular has a very strong read on when Light likes to full hop, and that's generally when he starts throwing out those up smashes. You'll see him do it very preemptively, like right here, he managed to get a scoop there, not on the full hop though, but ooh. As I say that, he completely whiffs that one.
And he just barely missed the coverage too, because Mars actually had the frame trap set up. He went for the follow-up in the air, forced the air dodge, just barely missed with the side B. And then Light knew, as you pointed out before, okay, he's hunting for my jumps, up smash is coming because he thinks I'm going to nair, fades in with the waveland, gets away, gets the stop.
Okay, oh, hard knockdown, nice reaction from Light once again, getting the dash attack, forcing Mars to the corner. Hasn't touched the ground yet, the floor is lava for him right now, but that's one way to get back to stage. A flip kick bouncing Light off the stage, but I don't know, the lead is getting higher and higher, but the up throw from Mars can go ahead and bring this back to his core a little bit.
So hard to react to, but at that point, it was pretty much said and done, and Light definitely have to hold that one, and Mars got to be feeling good, but... Oh, there it is. Yeah, as soon as the shield got down to a point where that ponytail poked out, Mars realized, oh, bad times are coming. Yeah. But Light reacted immediately and got the back air.
So now Mars once again against the ropes. We're going to see a little bit of crawling action going right under the lasers. I think he kind of thought to himself, wait, why have I been letting him get away with these kind of 1-2 lasers in between stocks or when he's on the other side of the stage, or just using one of the low profiling options that ZSS has to kind of go right under that option.
It's a good way to slow down the pace of the game too, because you start to actually just kind of walk back and forth, make them come at you. But I really like the way that Light was aggressive off the ledge while being like up a stock. Normally you don't do that against Mars too often, but you force him to respect you. He misses the tech chase follow-up and cashes out a quick 2-hit string to get it that much closer to possibly being winners finals in his favor.
Oh, and I love the timing mix-up right there. Doesn't attack the shield, instead does an empty hop and goes for the up smash, but still Light holding shield, being ever vigilant. Mars needs to find this KO right now.
Yeah, just a little bit closer, forcing him to go low, and he almost had the option covered. He forced him to go the way that he wanted, but Light has just been dodging a lot of these kill options. Ooh. Light almost catching him with the up smash, and he's going to get him on the tech chase away, and Light is going to take it. 3-2, popping off a little bit against Mars. Like you said, all of these sets recently have been so close, including that Let's Make Big Moves one, and now he gets to take a victory going into winner's side of Grand Finals.
Yeah, this time it looks like it's going to be a little bit on the other foot there. Last weekend, Mars was the one to come out on top. This time around, Light is going to be progressing a little bit further, but hey, man, we're in top 4. That was winner's finals. We could very easily see those two scrapping at it in Grand Finals, but first we got to dip to the other side of the bracket where we have to hit that loser semis.
Yeah, we